What do 12 dead and or missing nuclear scientists have to do with a Department of Energy contract deal that was just made and isn't being talked about? Is giving weapons grade plutonium to 5 private companies? What do they all have in common? Well, let me show you. I thought that Pam Bondi's announcement on the AI Technology Board was strange, especially since it came after her having thyroid cancer. Obviously, they did not want people to be questioning this role, which made me question the role even more. But then the same day, the Department of Energy comes out and says that they have a deal with 5 private companies to provide weapons grade plutonium, 20 tons of it, enough to make 2,000. I was like, what? Meanwhile, we've got 12 missing slash nuclear scientists. So I was like, well, got to follow the money on these companies, look at their leadership, and let's just see if there's any connections, like who's who in the zoo with these 12 missing dead scientists. I was like, it's probably nothing. They're probably hiding this story just for no reason. Oh, buckle up, guys. On April 7th, 1977, Jimmy Carter signed an executive order making it federal policy that the United States would never allow private companies to handle weapons grade plutonium. Yesterday, or Tuesday actually, 49 years later, well, our federal government was like, screw that 49-year law, let's go. And they are given 20 tons of it to 5 private companies. And the fired attorney general, who has already done so much damage for our justice system the minute that she got into that role, well, she was named on the board that would then be in charge of approving this transaction, approving this procurement. It picked the same day that she was announced to have thyroid cancer, that she was announced on the AI board to announce this. I want to talk about 3 red flags that I found, but I did a full investigation on this and it is up on my Substack. It is free. You can head over there. That link is in my bio. I spent a lot of time on this. It is 25-ish pages long. It lays out all the connections, all the red flags, the boards. There is a lot to it and I cannot get to it in one TikTok. So please head over there. Red flag 1 is that Oklo, which is the only one of the 5 companies that is publicly traded, the other 4 are privately owned, they are traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and 30 days prior to this being announced, well, their stock went up 59%. That's not shady. Another red flag is that Pam Bondi was registered as a foreign agent for Qatar prior to becoming the AG. Then, as Attorney General, she signed a memo allowing Trump to accept a $450 million Boeing 747 from the Qatari royal family. Then she's fired over who knows what. I do not believe it was her handling of the e-files, obviously. And then, same day this is announced, Trump's like, oh, she's on the AI board. The technology board that's going to oversee this. What her role is going to be is going between the government and the tech board and breaking down regulatory barriers. Because who needs regulation when you're dealing with weapons grade plutonium? I don't know. Apparently not us. Red flag 3 that I saw was that these are not 5 separate companies. It's a network, okay? They have the same investors. Andreessen Horowitz is one of them. Standard Nuclear's joint venture, Frontome, I think it's called, is 80% owned by the French government. But yeah, it doesn't matter. TikTok can't be owned by China, but weapons grade plutonium, whatever. They also have an active technology partnership with the Russian Nuclear State Corporation. Yes, tell me more. And then we have Sam Altman, who built Oklo. Okay, he built Oklo and then he stepped down on paper so that Oklo and OpenAI, because Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI, could have a partnership. The UAE Sovereign Wealth Fund, they led OpenAI's $122 billion funding round. So the same VC firm that's on the policy board, Horowitz, they are also an investor in the companies. The supply chain runs through France into Russia, and the architecture was built by Sam Altman. Why is nobody questioning this? All right, so let's talk about the missing and dead scientists, because here's where it gets real fun. December 15th, 2025, one of the dead scientists, Nuno Loureiro, I don't know. He was shot at his home in Brookline, Massachusetts. He was 47, and he was also the director of the MIT Plasma Science and Fusion Center. That center spun out of Commonwealth Fusion Systems. Commonwealth Fusion is run by Bob Mumgard. 3 months after Loureiro was killed, Mumgard is appointed to the Tech Advisory Board. 2 months after that, plutonium deal. Just interesting. In May and June 2025, the same year that Trump signed the executive order to start moving plutonium from federal sites like Los Alamos, Well, 2 Los Alamos nuclear scientists disappeared. I'm just showing you what happened and identifying connections. Just thought those were interesting. There is way more over on Substack, so head over there to check out the article. I appreciate you all so much. Stay